Hey everybody, another Ancient America video here for you. Thought I'd join you on this one. How's everybody doing? We're going to document a site in Mississippi down here. I had a few messages on this, so I thought I'd do a video on this because I did look into this pretty recently. It's right down here. This is called the Pocahontas Mound Site. Maybe some of you have driven past here. It's right in the middle of the highway down here. Let's go down and take a peek. Here's the view from US 49. There's a few different mounds in here. Probably won't be able to notice it just driving by. Looks like there's a fairly good sized one right there. And then back here, you notice some changes in elevation. These mounds, some maybe have deteriorated away a little bit. Here's the view from the other side of the highway. There's a mound right there. But this place right down here is about 65 miles due east of Poverty Point. And there's a few different periods of history. Why don't we just talk about that? The dating for this, well, they think this comes from the Plaque culture from around maybe 1200 years ago. And a lot of this dating is just general. They say, well, from 1200 to 800 years ago, and they just try to box everything in those windows with a lot of these sites that they really don't know the true answers to. But it was noted on this site that there was periods of occupation between 4000 and 1000 BC. For 3,000 years, it was being occupied as far back as 6,000 years ago. So what do they really know? Well, not much. Here's a plaque at the site, just general information when they think this place was thriving, but there are periods of earlier occupation. There was some excavation done here about 16 years ago where they found those earlier periods of settlement here. So I think that's important to mention. It says a thatched clay plastered ritual temple or chief lodging stood atop this mound. Dwellings of the villagers occupied the surrounding fields. Now, I had a message from two different people stating the exact same thing, saying that the big mound is actually not here. There's actually a bigger mound just off the highway, and I wasn't quite sure where that was. I did notice one mound, or what could be a mound, right down here. This just looked a little moundish to me, if I want to use that correctly. But it's a little weird. Almost looks like there's a big hole in the earth right at the base of the mound. Right down here. That just looked odd, a little bit odd, but I just want to show you what's a little south of here. I also found some that really caught my eye. One of the messages said it was just south, just off the highway. So here, this is just south, just off the highway. Nothing is being built right in here. Is there an ancient mound right down here? That looks like an ancient mound to me. That is in the exact shape of other ones I have shown you. I want to thank my viewers who sent me this. That is very interesting. That doesn't look like any of the land features. It looks a little too moundish to me. Here is a look from another angle. That just appears to be an ancient mound. It's up high, would have been seen from all around here. That just gives me the impression that is definitely an ancient mound site right there. Making history on this channel, video by video, thanks to my viewers. This is one of those sites you just can't find hardly any artifacts on. Here is just a few broken pottery fragments that were found at the site. They have that familiar diamond-shaped pattern shown by so many ancient cultures, but sometimes it's just not very exciting what I can show you, but it's history, and that's good enough for me. That is the Pocahontas Mound Site here in Mississippi. An ancient mound right here. I don't know if that one is documented whatsoever. It appears very large. I want to thank my viewers who sent me that information, get me to look around. Sometimes it doesn't take very long to figure out what they're talking about, that is for sure. That is the site in Mississippi there, surrounded by many others down here. Louisiana, Mississippi, this southern area, Alabama, full of ancient mound sites. Hope you thought that was interesting. You all have a very nice day.